Good morning, everybody. How are y'all doing? I know this is a little different angle. It's because it is so insanely hot that the excessive heat melted the suction cup on my phone stand, y'all. So I'm sorry for the angle. But this is the only place that my little stand seems to sit. How are y'all doing? I started this video out, I had a whole nother clip. So I started this out a little different. But since then, like, it's gotten old. I didn't upload it in time. Life has been crazy. I'm sure y'all are aware of that. Why have gas prices gone back up? I swear they were like $2.99 and now they're back up to $3.39. But can I tell you that gas in my immediate area is higher than, oh man, y'all, I forgot to fix my nail. In my immediate area, it's like higher than everywhere else. Like if I drive to another suburb, gas is cheaper. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, y'all, so things have been crazy. I did not go to work yesterday. I was going to do a whole vlog and take you guys with me because I had a heart doctor appointment. So if you don't know, I have heart failure. I was diagnosed with peripartum cardiac myopathy. It is heart failure that derived from my pregnancy. And Nick is 17 years old, so I have had it 17 years. I have never been off of medication. I have always been medicated. I've gotten up on the highest doses possible of medication, and I've got to drop down a little bit with a lot of fighting with the doctor because, you know, if something happened, I can't go back up. You've got me at my highest dose. So yesterday I had an appointment with him, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But before that happened, my oldest son called me, and he had been in double over pain for about 3 hours. My daughter-in-law said he was running a fever, and they rushed him to the emergency room, and sure enough, he had appendicitis. So they kept him overnight. The surgeon met with him the next morning, and about 10 o'clock or so in the morning, they did surgery. My appointment with my heart doctor was at like 10:30. So I went ahead and went because I was past due. Oh, and he was mad I was past due. So they keep saying that it's been 2 years. It's not. I was seen since then for my knee. So I don't know. Anyway, so I haven't been seen in a while, and they were mad. So basically was it. He was mad. So he rushed me. He had an attitude, which my doctor can, don't get me wrong. He can be in a mood. So I think his punishment for not coming, he's making me do a stress test. I have nothing bad. I have the best heart doctor in the world. But if you don't do what he says, he gets mad because all he's trying to do is keep you healthy. So, I mean, I'm not mad at him for it, but I had to wait a long time to get him in there. I felt rushed when I got in there. He kept asking me, am I have shortness of breath? Do I have chest pains? Do I have flutters? I don't know what the heck a flutter is, but apparently I don't have it, you know, so, and he just asked me that like 2 or 3 times, and I'm like, no. If I have shortness of breath, it's because freaking allergies are bad. So, and I made the mistake of telling him that I have a, like, menopause symptom, you know, of, like, acidy, kind of refluxy kind of stuff. He's like, where? And I'm like, not in my chest, like here, like in the top of my stomach when I get up in the morning. And after talking to my mom, apparently it's something my grandmother had as well. So, yeah, so he freaked out about that. I'm like, it's like a menopause symptom, apparently, to have like an acidy kind of heartburny kind of feeling. He goes, anything with heart in it is bad. And like, but it's not heartburn. I had heartburn with both pregnancies. That hurts. That is like a debilitating pain. That hurts. I go, this doesn't hurt. So needless to say, he's mad at me for not being in there. So I have to go back. He goes, you've been stable for a while. And I'm like, yes. So I have to go back and do a stress echo. So that's where you run on a treadmill for like 7 minutes at a high rate to get your heart rate up super high. I'm not supposed to take any of my beta blocker medications because that controls your heart rate, which they never told me that before. So I don't take my beta blockers, and I go in there and they get my heart rate up, and I have to stay. The thing is, I don't like the treadmill. I don't do the treadmill when I go to the gym because I don't like the treadmill. I have like arthritis in my feet. I have bad feet. I've told y'all that before, and it's just the treadmill is not my friend. I do the bicycle. So I guess what I'm going to start doing is go to the gym. My daughter-in-law told me to try a high incline at a lower rate, and that'll help build me up, but I have until Thursday. And so then I don't go back in to get my results until like August 2nd, so that should be fun. I always hate waiting. Sometimes I can weasel information out of the technician that does the echo, so, but I just have a feeling I'm not going to get any information this time, so we'll see. I do like, though, they have stopped making me completely undressed to get a freaking EKG. Oh, that used to make me so upset. Like, just an EKG, and I would have to get completely undressed from the top up. And it was always a woman that did it. It was always the nurse. So now, they're like, you don't have to get undressed. You just, as long as your shirt can pull up, you can pull your shirt up, and they can do it that way. I'm like, thank God. Seriously? That was such a freaking pain. Why did we not do this before? So I need to make sure I have a good sports bra that doesn't have any wire or anything in it that I can wear, so that I can just wear the sports bra, because there is nothing worse than trying to do the stupid running on the treadmill with a freaking hospital gown. So that's what I have to do. So that's how my appointment went. So I don't have any updates as far as I'm stable, I'm the same, I have nothing. I won't know nothing realistically until the 2nd, but I will try to take y'all with me when I do go on to do the stress test. I'll see if I can get Nick to go and see if I can get him to sit in the room and kind of film me a little bit, so y'all can kind of see what it is. And if you have not had an EKG, if you've not had any sort of heart checkup, and you are a woman especially, you need to ask. You need to go to your primary caregiver, your primary doctor, and say, hey, you know, can we just check on my heart, because it is the #1 killer for women. So y'all do that. Y'all check your heart out. But my son is doing well enough that he got to go home. So I got up there after my appointment, right when he got into recovery, right after his surgery. They said it went well. He's got 3 incisions on his side. One hurts more than the other, which they said it was, because that's where they actually took the appendix out of. He woke up pretty quickly, but they said he was irritable, and he was irritable. He wanted to eat, and like food, and they only wanted him to have broth, which he didn't like, because he realistically hadn't eaten in like 24 hours. So, but he got to go home from the hospital probably around 6 o'clock or so that night. So I talked to my daughter-in-law this morning, and, you know, today and tomorrow is going to be probably the most pain days. But he's doing okay. So y'all just continue to say a little prayer that he heals fast. I appreciate it. And I'm going to go in here and start my day. But what I have for you all is I have a little clip of Nick and I talking about a movie that we've seen, The Sound of Freedom. So we tell you about that. And then I also have a little haul from Hmart. So y'all watch these clips. Remember to thank God for today, because it truly is a gift. And I'll see y'all later. Bye. Say hello.
These bubbles and this bubble tea, they're hard to chew and eat.
Your face is dirty.
Yeah, clean down. I was gonna say a swear word.
No, clean your face.
Thanks.
Alright, we're sitting at Sonic waiting on food. We just went to Hmart, bought a bunch of stuff we didn't need.
That's a creepy face y'all do this on.
Stop that. But we did go and see the movie. What's it called?
Sound of Freedom.
Sound of Freedom. That's what we went to go see.
It was good. I liked it. It's also terrifying.
Yeah. Now you understand why I want to know where you are?
I'm almost an adult.
Okay, but they traffic all sorts of different people.
Mostly children.
There's been like a whole bunch of talk about this movie, because Hollywood and the news medias and
trying
stuff.
to make sure you don't see it.
Yeah. There's been people say that they went to see the movie and as they're walking in the door, their tickets are being refunded. They're being told the movie's not working. There's no air in the theater. There's no sound. There's been all sorts. Now, we didn't have any issues. There was quite a few people in there. It was.
They're all above the age of 72.
We went on a Friday in the middle of the day at lunchtime.
I was the only young person there.
He was the only young person there. There were some people that were down front, but yeah, it was mostly senior citizens that we went in there with. But everybody of every age needs to see this movie. This movie hasn't got. I mean, my older kids didn't even know anything about it. So if you've not heard about it. This movie was made 5 years ago. So you have this. Was he an FBI agent? Is that what he was?
He was a police.
No, he was more than that, wasn't he?
He was a police.
I think he was more than that. But, so you had this agent, or this officer, and he was, basically his job was capturing pedophiles. And he had said what, he'd captured what?
Captured
like arrested
288
pedophiles.
And said, well, how many kids you got?
Yeah. Yeah, so one of his partners was like, so how many kids have you rescued? And that really hit home with him. So this is a real life guy.
He's real.
Yeah.
The actor is portraying a real person.
Yeah. And the real person comes on later and talks. And you can follow him. He quit his job and he dedicated his life to rescuing children. And it's terrifying how it's done and how often it's done. And
yeah, like Miss Columbia.
Yes.
In the movie, spoiler alert. Hold on, okay. Spoiler alert. Leave now if you want to see it. Okay, you're gone now. Okay, so basically in the movie there was this Miss Columbia woman, and she went up to the house and said, "Oh, your kids are so cute. They could be a model. I can teach them how to do." So then these parents give their kids. This is real. Yeah. The parents give their kids, and they follow when don't go. Oh, here you go. No,
yeah,
they come to the office in the studio. Well, it's kind of like an apartment, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, no parents allowed. Come back at 7." And it's Miss Columbia. It's like it's a famous model.
Yeah.
So you're not just like, "Oh, well, okay, I'll be back at 7."
Mm-hmm.
You know. And so he did. It's the father. He comes back at 7. All the kids are gone.
Everybody's gone. The whole place is gone. It's completely empty, and that's kind of how it all starts. And yeah. So this guy has what's his name? Tim Ballard has a Instagram page. You can go follow him. But it's just the number of children, especially in America, that are trafficked.
America is the most child trafficked place in the world.
Yeah, and it's the money that they make off of it, and this story is incredible, and it didn't just happen. I mean, this was real life, and he tells you if you follow him in real life, he tells you that there was other situations. They just chose this one particular story to tell you about it, but he had other situations going on that he worked to go in and try to rescue. So everybody should go see it. I mean, you should go see it. Your kids should go see it so they understand
why you're being protective.
Why you're being as protective as you are, how dangerous this world is, and don't trust people. You know, I mean, we just had this situation. I was just telling Nick about, the girl in Alabama. We don't know what happened to her. Thank God she is now safe, and she is still alive, and she is with her family. And I really hope and pray that it wasn't some sort of stunt or prank. I don't think it was. I think something really did happen to her.
No black woman lays her wig on the ground and abandons it.
No, and her car running and the door open. Yeah, but I just, and she's a grown 25-year-old woman, and it's terrifying. And so you need to know where your family members are. You need to tell people where you are. You need to have the Life 360 app on your phone just for your protection. I mean, as much for me as for him. If he's asleep and I say, hey, I'm going to the store, and he wakes up and I'm not home and I'm not answering my phone, he needs to be able to look at the app and go, wow, okay, Mom's phone's showing that she's been at Walmart for 5 hours. There's something wrong.
That's
not at Walmart for that long.
Uh-huh.
Maybe a thrift store. We just wanted to share our opinion with you on the movie. You have to look it up. It's not being advertised. It is literally.
But guess what?
Word of mouth.
It's number 1 in the box office, but you've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's beat out Indiana Jones and some of the other movies. So go watch it. Have your kids watch it. Have your adult kids watch it. And people have been spreading false rumors about it. They're trying to say that it's like anti-gay. They're saying that it's political, right-wing political.
Anti-gay is the pedophile.
And it's not. It's not. None of that is brought up. This is the story. This particular story is 2 children that are trafficked, and the man that goes in there to try to save them, and everything that he runs into. It's disturbing, but it has nothing to do with any of those things. They're spreading false truths about this entire story. I keep looking to see if they're bringing our food.
Now let me say something.
Okay.
They're saying anti-gay is the pedophile because they're like, no, we're just minor attracted persons.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's pedophilia, and that's illegal and also wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That is a child. It's
a baby.
It's a baby. Like in the movie, there were like 4 years old kids.
Yes. There was books. Yeah, this one guy, he had books and books, like spiral books, and he had the children classified by age. And the first one, that
0 to 4.
0 to 4, and that's where I think it hit him of there's so much more than just catching the pedophiles. And it's international, you know? And the sad thing is if you get snatched up, you could end up anywhere in the world. And anywhere in the world.
Anywhere,
you know?
Within like a day.
Yeah. So, y'all go watch the movie. We'll add this in with some other little vlog. Maybe I'll show you what we picked up at Hmart when we get home.
I got a drink. It's not in the vlog. I just got it.
We didn't film in Hmart because it's Sunday and everybody was in there.
We didn't film in Hmart?
We didn't film in Hmart. It was too busy.
We went to Hmart.
We went to Hmart. We didn't film in Hmart. It was too busy. It's all the way back. Mm-hmm.
We got like these cheese balls. They're going to be good. They're fried. I also got a drink. It was bubble tea. Now look at it. The balls are hard to eat, so.
Alright, well, tell them bye. We'll see you back at the house.
Oh, look, our food's coming.
We will,
Alright.
Okay, bye, y'all.
Bye. We got our food. I don't know if you're going to add this in, but like, I'm going to act like we are. We got food.
I ate grilled cheese.
It's literally just a piece of bread. It's literally just 2 pieces of bread. This is way better than I thought it was. Not Whataburger good, but it's like above McDonald's and Wendy's, because Wendy's tastes like nothing.
I don't know what happened to... Oh, excuse me. I don't know what happened to Wendy's. I remember going to Wendy's as a kid, and their burgers were good. Now, I like their Frosties. They have decent french fries. Some of their salads are good, because you can get... I used to be able to half salad. I don't know if you still can. But their burgers have no flavor. It tastes like wet paper. It's kind of gross. I haven't had grilled cheese in years.
Other food tastes like nothing.
Where's your chili?
If you go to Wendy's and get a salad, you're crazy.
Oh, so what? They have a little strawberry salad during the summertime that's good. Okay, we're gonna go home. We'll show you the Hmart food when we get home. Goodbye, bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'm gonna show you what we picked up from Hmart. So here's a few of the items we got. Some of the pre-sliced watermelon, $5 for that package. We got some apricots, $2.99. These little mini cucumbers was $1 for the bag. Nick wanted this drinkable. Look, it says to drink and eat. Little baby coconut, comes with a straw. So, I don't know, I'm assuming you can just push it through there. I don't know. And then I went ahead and got some of these, what are they called, like glass noodles? These little vermicelli noodles. Let me put this away and show you what the other bag is. Okay, there we go. Okay, so here's this drinkable coconut. Not so sure you like fresh coconut?
You do it.
Okay, here. Woo, bright light. Okay. I think it tastes good.
You can have it. You can have it.
So here's the rest of what we got. I got these for Nick. If you have any of the like Asian fast food kind of restaurants, you know that like fried cheese is like a big deal. So these are crispy cheese balls. So that's what they look like. So we're gonna pop these in the air fryer when we make them. We'll share them with you. And then I also picked up these chicken and vegetable spring rolls. And then one of my favorites is the dumplings or the pot stickers. So these are vegetable and chicken. They have a lot in pork. I'm not a pork person really. These were $32 and they were like $9.99. And that's kind of what they look like. And I'll show you what I make them next. And I just went ahead and picked up some sesame oil. And I picked up some rice wine vinegar just because I didn't have it. And I like to use that whenever I am doing like stir fries and stuff. So that's it for my Mart grocery haul. So we'll see you in the next clip.